So there's been many humanitarian treaty movements. One of the interesting ones is the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and how it came about was a really interesting precedent. And it was the tabling of 4 resolutions by Ireland between 1958 to 1961 that slowly moved the needle forward on building consensus about stopping nuclear weapons. So in 1958, Ireland put forward a draft resolution that said, let's have a committee, create a committee to talk about the dangers of nuclear proliferation, and they couldn't come to an agreement. There was just lots of fighting, and so to overcome deadlock, Ireland said, okay, let's just vote on one paragraph of the resolution that says, this is a potential danger. And it acknowledged the danger, and that paragraph passed, and so then Ireland was satisfied and they withdrew the resolution. But they came back the next year, and they tabled another resolution, and the resolution that did pass said, let's look at international agreement as a possible solution, and that passed. The third year they came back and they said, let's pass another resolution, and this passed, and it said, let's have an international agreement as the only solution to halt the spread of nuclear proliferation. And then the fourth year they tabled another resolution that passed that said, okay, let's have a committee work towards an international agreement. So this is a really interesting way to slowly move the needle and build consensus in the international community. At Glasgow last fall, the declaration that came out, the Glasgow Climate Pact, just called for the phase down of coal use. And I think a lot of people were disappointed by the weakening of the language that ultimately was passed in the final resolution. And I think this is an interesting precedent to consider as we move forward and come to the COP this fall. How can we build on what we already have? Yes, it's not the strongest language, but how can we move the needle forward year after year?